Part 1. The Dare. The air was crisp and filled with the sounds of Halloween night, distant laughter, rustling leaves, and the occasional firework crackling in the sky. Jayla grinned as she stood at the rusted gates of Fairhaven Manor, her flashlight beam cutting through the gloom. "Come on, you're not chickening out, are you?" she teased, glancing at her friends. Mason rolled his eyes. "This place is just an old house. Curses aren't real, Jayla." "Then why are you shaking?" Sophia asked with a smirk, hugging her jacket tighter against the chill. She wasn't entirely sure about this plan, but she didn't want to be the one to back out. Devin stood quietly, his hands stuffed in his hoodie pockets. He hadn't wanted to come, but Jayla had a way of convincing people, and now here they were, staring at the towering, decrepit mansion on Fear Street. It looked like something out of a nightmare, with its shattered windows and sagging roofline silhouetted against the pale moonlight. "All right, let's do this," Jayla declared, pushing open the creaking gates. The group shuffled inside, their flashlights dancing across the overgrown yard and the dark, imposing facade of the house. Inside, the air was stale and heavy. Dust covered every surface, and the once grand staircase loomed ahead, its banister warped and splintered. "This place is disgusting," Sophia muttered, her nose wrinkling. "Adds to the charm," Mason said, stepping cautiously onto a creaking floorboard. His flashlight flickered, casting jagged shadows on the peeling wallpaper. As they explored, strange noises began to echo around them. First, it was the faint creak of a door. Then, a whisper none of them could place. "It's just the wind," Mason insisted, but his voice lacked conviction. "The wind doesn't call your name," Sophia said, her voice trembling as she glanced over her shoulder. Her flashlight beam caught a movement in the corner of her eye, but when she turned, there was nothing there. A sudden crash made them all jump. They turned to see a door slam shut behind them. Jayla's grin faltered, but she quickly recovered. "Relax," she said, "it's just the house, letting us know it's alive." The night stretched on as they wandered deeper into the house. The oppressive silence was broken only by their hesitant footsteps and the occasional nervous laugh. Each room seemed more sinister than the last, filled with shadows that seemed to breathe and objects that appeared to shift when they weren't looking. By the time they reached the parlor, the group's bravado had begun to waver. It felt as though the house was watching, waiting.